And so I would make routine doctor appointments because I think something deep inside of me was still pulling for, I knew something was wrong. So I went in for a checkup, just a regular checkup, and I weighed in at 98 pounds. And the doctor didn't say anything during the actual checkup, but he walked me out. And I thought that was different. And we were in the waiting room, and he said, "Hey, Chantel, don't make another appointment." And I looked at him kind of funny because I was on my way to go make another appointment. And he said, "There's no point for you to make another appointment." And I was confused. And he said, "You have about 3 months to live. You are dying." And I kind of just stood there puzzled. And no one said anything. I was in the middle of the waiting room. It went silent. I looked at the nurse, and she shook her head like she wouldn't make another appointment for me. And in that moment, I felt maybe something's wrong, but I'm not going to say anything. So I turned around and I started walking out. And he said, "Hey, Chantel, if you do decide to change your life, give me a call first thing in the morning. I'll book you right in." And so I was kind of stunned and puzzled at that time. I drove home crying, and I sat in the corner of my dad's office when I got home. And I'm crying in the corner, and it was the first time in a long time I started to pray. I started to pray to God, and I asked him to save my life. I said, "God, I'm dying. I don't know if I want to die. I have so many dreams. I have a vision. I want to live, but I don't know what to do." And I heard 3 words that changed my life. And it's the reason I'm sitting here today. And I heard him so clear for the first time in years. And he said, "You are worthy." And that's why I have She Is Worthy. That's why I started it. And I looked up, and the first thing I saw in my dad's office was a protein bag. And I thought, you know what? I can't eat food. I'm not comfortable yet because I wasn't doing it for a long time, but I can make a shake. So I made a shake. And yeah, that's the same protein that I bake now in my vegan protein cookie business that saved my life. And that was the moment that turned my pain into purpose. That was the moment I realized I have so much more to live for. I can't die right now. And it was because God said, "You are worthy."